is Maddie and Kiki's Grill Studio. Can you help studio.
We're going to be showing you everything from Pigley Crew to where we shoot our YouTube videos, everything in between, including hydration station, our super cool fridge.
We are showing you inside our fridge. It is a fully functioning fridge. We don't really show up the inside of it a lot on the show.
And we're gonna let you guys know why we created the grill studio in the first place, and you're gonna get to see every nook and cranny in this space. The reason we converted this drive shed into our grill studio is so we'd have a place that we could teach our barbecue classes and be able to shoot our YouTube videos in an area that wasn't weather permitting.
So we thought, you know what, there isn't any local place that we could teach barbecue classes, so we were like, let's make our own.
Every place that allows you to teach classes is for indoor cooking. There's nowhere that allows for grills, and if they do, it's Canada. We have very difficult weather to handle grilling in.
Stay tuned because the winter's coming and it's about to get cold, but don't worry guys, we're not going away. We're gonna be grilling all winter long for you.
So when we're teaching classes in this space, the first place that we have people go to is our hydration station. So that's where obviously people can wet their whistles, get a drink out of our little fridge here.
So you'll see in the BBQ Family Fridge here that we have tons and tons of stickers on it. You might even see your own sticker on it. And in the barbecue community, sticker giveaways are huge. So we always take time a couple times out of the year to handwrite all of the stickers that we send out.
Hey barbecue family!
Look what we got going on, guys. This is the desk of Maddie and Kiki today. We are handwriting, and I repeat, handwriting all of our letters that we're gonna be sending out.
Guys, look at all these envelopes we just got. So if you want one of our stickers and you haven't already told us, let us know.
Send us your address.
We're so excited! And if you don't see your sticker on our fridge and you'd like it up there, feel free to send it to us because at some point we want everybody's barbecue family stickers on the fridge. Because we're Weber certified experts, you'll notice we have all Weber grills in the grill studio.
Okay, so moving right along, you will see all the colors back here of this crazy, crazy wall.
Surprisingly, we got all the paint for our beautiful colorful wall for $0, guys.
Because we got the paint at our local city dump.
When you get paint from the dump or people bring paint back to the dump and it's hazardous waste, you can just get any opened can that's like a mist tint or something like that. And we ended up getting a whole bunch of varieties, mixing them together and coming up with these beautiful colors. And that was so much fun doing that wall.
It really was fun finding the paint because, honey, I don't know if you remember this. When we were collecting the cans, we collected about 5 different cans that had like such nice colors. And then all of a sudden this guy that was at the dump just came over and stole the cans right from our little pile that we had going. And we were like, is that guy really stealing our cans? And he was, and we were like, sir, those are our cans. Like we called those and he was like, no, they're not. This is free paint. If it's not in your car, it's not yours.
I remember that.
Can you guys believe that?
This is our grill studio bell that we ring every time we're teaching a private class and someone wants to have a dance breakdown just like this.
You guys wouldn't believe the amount of people that run over to the bell and want to actually dance mid-class. Like when we actually thought of this bell, we were like, well, are people gonna want to dance? Are people gonna want to ring that thing? So many times throughout a class, like sometimes right in the middle of like a charcoal dump, someone will run over and ring the bell. And the rule is if someone rings the bell, everybody has to dance.
Okay, the next stop on the tour is we want to show you guys our antique fridge.
Oh, I'm right in the way here.
Kind of blocking it, honey. And this fridge is actually not a fridge that is in use at all. So we don't have it plugged in. I'm not even sure if it works at all, this fridge.
This is basically, we got this for storage and because it looks super cool. So come on over, let's take a look at actually what is in here.
Okay, we haven't looked in here in a while. I don't even know what is in here.
I don't even know what's in here. This might be embarrassing.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yep, it is embarrassing.
Okay, yeah, a little bit of a gong show in here, guys.
Okay, so just like we said at the tour of Barbecue Alley, we are not really grill cover girls, okay? So you can see here that all of our grill covers, we keep in the fridge, okay?
They're kind of jammed in there.
Oh, this is fun. Okay, so our dad actually designed this for us. So that's me and that's Kiki and that's our little napkin holders there. That's actually, I forgot about these. We gotta bring these out.
I know, so when we are teaching a private class, we have this fridge loaded up with, obviously we haven't had a class in here in a while due to COVID, but we have this fridge loaded up with our barbecue rub, maple syrup, and eggs fresh from the farm for people to buy. Honey, what is that?
Okay, this is our pad. This is our sign-in pad of like when people come actually to the class, we check them off who's arrived. So that's our sign-in material that our mom actually, she's our greeter girl, so our mom used to use that. So yeah, I guess that's what's in this fridge.
All right, let's shut that up. And then, okay, so moving on top of the fridge, you'll notice, and beside, there's a lot of pellets, okay? So these are pellets that go to the Weber SmokeFire, and we get our pellets in as well as our charcoal by the pallet since we go through so much of it.
Yes, so we order tons and tons of it, and this might look like a lot to the average person, but believe it or not, we go through this quite quickly because of we pretty much grill. We have at least 2 grills fired up every single day.
So you'll notice that this is all apple, but we do have the other kinds at Maddie's place and sort of in and around the grill studio.
Yeah. Okay, so moving right along over to our live studio audience. We've said it once and we'll say it again. They're the best audience in YouTube show business, okay? This is Pigley Crew. And yes, we've named them after Motley Crue. We love our 80s rock and we just love them. They're a great audience. They're very quiet. They don't really like when we cook pork. I don't know why they don't really like that much, but they're a great audience.
We try to ride them sometimes. They're a lot of fun. They're made of metal and they're really sturdy. They stay outside all year long. And we have
that little guy in the back. There's me. Can you guys see him? There's me right in the back there.
Nino.
He smells.
Oh, there he is.
He smells that we have tons of stuff cooking up here today for you guys.
Nino loves the grill studio because he can always get little scraps of stuff that we're making.
Yeah.
So moving right along, this you guys will probably recognize is the side that we shoot our YouTube videos on. Although we try to mix it up, but this is predominantly where we stand. So we have our kettle. We have all the grills fired up today. So we have the kettle right there. And this grill right here is actually an electric grill that we bring with us on tour when we are on our media tours.
We call this one our studio grill because we actually can cook with this in studio at local television stations. But again, because of COVID, we haven't really been doing a whole lot of that this year. So that's why this guy hasn't really been in use that often.
And for the record, it's not recommended that you cook with it inside, but because TV studios are so large, we're able to get away with it, but please don't make that a habit. Nobody cook inside
You
with that
didn't
one.
hear that from us, guys.
No.
Okay, so this area has become our pretty notorious spot, okay?
Why, honey?
Maybe because you just soaked me the other day. And
I soaked her real good,
this
everybody.
thing actually is
No,
inside.
no.
I could easily get you right now, but that seems too obvious. Stay tuned, guys, because I don't know which episode, I don't know which day, but I will be getting my sister back because, wow, she really got me there.
I'll be ready for you, honey. Check this out. This is our 3-compartment sink. Pretty standard here. And then over here, we have our water heater. Because it is an old drive shed from 1960, we had to get all updated plumbing in here. There was no plumbing, actually. It was just a metal shell of a building. So we had to get plumbing, we had to get electrical. There was nothing in here. And that water heater comes in handy because Canada's cold, guys.
Okay, and so this chalkboard here, you guys have probably seen it in a few of our videos. We are to write our menu on the chalkboard. That's the whole purpose of this, is that it's supposed to show our menu, but we always end up forgetting. So half the time it's just blank, but when you're producing a show like ours, when it's just us two, this technically should take a team of 8. It's just us. So you know what? Things are going to get forgotten sometimes.
Yep, so now when you guys see our videos, you're going to be like, oh yeah, they forgot again, because 9 times out of 10.
And again, we're going to keep doing it for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing written on that chalkboard hardly ever.
Okay, so come over to our hand washing station. So the 3-compartment sink is for dishes, and this is for hands. And you know what, guys? We had a focus on hand washing way before it was cool to wash your hands. Okay?
Absolutely.
So we think that using your hands in the kitchen is the most important tool that you can have in your kitchen. Getting in there, feeling the food. We always say that you can't truly feel if meatballs have been properly mixed unless you get in there with your hands.
You'll notice that we don't often use gloves while we're cooking or using the grill because, like Maddie said, we enjoy using our hands. So if you're gonna do that, you have to make sure they are clean though.
All right, we made it to the 2nd fridge on the tour. Actually, this is the 3rd fridge on the tour, counting our BBQ Family Fridge, but this one is the only one that is currently in use. Because of the pandemic, we're not teaching our private classes, or else usually this thing is loaded. Above the sink, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it before because I don't know if our videos capture that, but that is our pot rack that we purchased and put up all by ourselves.
We paid only about $60 for all those pots, and I remember when, honey, do you remember this? We were buying those, and we had all these pots in a cart, and the lady at the cash asked if we were just moving into a new house, and we were exhausted after a day of renovating this space.
We looked filthy, we had paint splatters all over us, our hair was like having like gross stuff in it.
So we were just like, yeah, I don't even, it's too much to explain. Like, who's gonna believe that we're gonna be putting up a pot rack in a grill studio space? We were just like, yeah, we are.
Speaking of what's up in the rafters that you may not necessarily see during our videos, a lot of the decor that's all over the grill studio was actually donated by our mom and dad.
Our parents were also the ones who helped us put the majority of this stuff up, right down to backsplashes were put up and painted by our dad. Our mom was the one who painted anything red you see in the grill studio was painted by our mom. We're basically just like 2 little tiny children at heart.
Yeah, our mom and dad help us with all aspects of what we do. We definitely couldn't have done all of this without them. And it was basically, do you remember when we were actually designing this? It was like around the clock. We were constantly here, Monday through Sunday, doing tons of work here. We just owe a lot of it to our mom and dad. Okay, so you know how you guys have seen us probably countless times wearing Weber shirts? Well, these plaques are Weber Grill Expert certification plaques, and we have up on display. We're very proud of them, as if they were like a PhD in grilling, because that's pretty much how we think of them. And so as soon as we got those, we knew that they were going up here in the grill studio. This is the dining room of the grill studio. So this was designed so that after we teach everybody the different tips and tricks that we'd be teaching at our grill classes, everyone would come over to the dining room, sit down, and eat together. And if you guys have ever taken a grill class somewhere else, nobody eats with the actual chefs.
Yeah, so it's nice for everybody to be able to sit down and eat a meal together and enjoy ourselves in the same long table here.
We grew up eating together as a family. But we always say we're all part of a big barbecue family. So when we were designing this space, we wanted to make sure that we would be eating together with our guests. We get a lot of questions about whether or not the grill studio is an indoor space or an outdoor space, and the answer is it's a little bit of both.
As you guys can imagine, when you're grilling in a space like this, even though it is so giant and it does have 2 massive doors on either side, it can get a little bit smoky in here. So we do have an industrial fan right along the ceiling there that gets plugged in that just blasts that smoke right out of here.
3, 2, 1, Kiki, do the honors. Go.
When we're teaching classes in the grill studio, we like to minimize waste wherever we can. So what we do is we set up a big bin right here called the chicken bin, and any vegetable products, we have a list of what can and can't go in the bin. And then we give that bin to the kids and Tom and his ladies and they all get to enjoy it and make beautiful organic farm fresh eggs.
Then you guys wonder why Tom is the size that he is. All right, now that wraps up the end of this tour, and I have to say, that was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun showing you guys around the grill studio. It would be even more fun to welcome you here in person. Maybe that can happen someday.
I'm really hopeful that it is gonna happen someday soon. We'd love to have all of you eventually here to the grill studio. And until then, we gotta get this food off the grills,
Yeah,
okay? There's a lot of different smells happening around here. It smells great, but we thank you guys for taking part.